Hey, thanks for tuning in to the first bonus episode of Disguster's Mandatory Crunch. This is version 4.1. I'm Tony Flowers, and I'm joined, of course, by Oscar Warrior. Welcome.
Hello.
Good to see you as always, man.
Yes.
And just to clarify our new episode naming convention here, the main glitch ass episode number will come first, in this case 4 for version 4.1. And any subsequent numbers like the point 1 you see here, that's just indicating the bonus episode recorded after the main one within the same week. Hopefully, we'll try to keep that in. But it'll be easier to find these episodes. Like if you're looking for a specific mandatory crunch episode, um, it's the first number is basically tied to whatever week we recorded it in. Just I don't know if that makes sense. Does that make sense? 4.1. We just did episode 4 of Buster's Glitch Ass Gaming Podcast, so this is like the bonus episode 1 for that week. That makes sense, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I'm not sure if I was
Hopefully.
like I was like
Hopefully.
over convoluting that or anything like that. So,
No, I think we did good.
but also since this is our fledgling episode here for Disgusters mandatory crunch, we might as well introduce Disguster. Yeah,
Disguster.
and the
Fucking
bonus
disgusting.
episodes. Yes. So he's a corporate little shit eating cunt motherfucking fly. Uh, he's well, basically the idea for mandatory crunch came through. We were thinking, okay, we need to make some bonus episodes. What if we had to? Then it's like basically we're working overtime, and if you're like us and you work in a warehouse, whenever they hit you with mandatory overtime, you're just like motherfucker. So I was just like, all right, whoever the mascot is for that show needs to be a cunt. And
Mhm.
and kind of like the opposite of Buster, since he's a frog. I was just like, all right, well, what's the opposite of a frog? Like a little shit eating fly. How about that? So
A little disguster.
exactly, yeah, Buster and Disguster, baby.
Yeah, because disguster is disgusting. Flies are disgusting little vermin.
Yeah, so he's a little corporate fucker, man. He joined us after leaving Activision. He used to work at Activision.
Putting ads in games.
Yeah, yeah, and then backtracking when the backlash is too much,
When
too
the
much for them to
backlash
handle.
happens.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
tell me it was a whoopsie. We didn't mean to put it there. Yes, yes.
Yes. Good. Good.
Very good, very good. He also did some shitty shit at Ubisoft. Uh, and after claiming his corporate bonus of tens of millions, he jumped ship and he bought us here at Glitch Ass Entertainment. So here we are doing some Mando crunch. We're corporate.
Because Disguster said so. What? He also talks like Stone Cold Steve Austin. 316.
Yeah, oh, I love that idea. Oh, I love that idea. Just like the Stone Cold Steve Austin, but in like a fly voice. A little
Little
tiny,
fuzzy like my voice, yeah.
yeah, a little tiny
It
Stone
talks
Cold.
like Stone Cold Steve Austin. What?
What? Oh, I love that. So we were watching the Sony State of Play, and that's what this episode is. This is gonna be our first little Mando Crunch episode. We'll do another one for the Xbox showcase as well, so keep an eye out for that.
Following
Uh,
this.
yeah, so let's jump right into it. We basically we watched all the trailers. We watched the whole State of Play. We wrote down some notes, our initial thoughts for each game, and we're gonna kind of go through them one by one by one by one, all the way through the episode. So we'll try to keep it short, but still. Let's start with the first one that they showed. Lumines Arise comes to PS5, PSVR 2. What do you
See,
think about that one?
it's Puyo Puyo. It's Tetris Effect, but with Puyo Puyo.
Yeah, I definitely caught on to the Tetris effect. I was like, dude, this got to be the same guys, and I guess it is. Tetsuya Mizuguchi, I believe his name is what I wrote down here. So I think he was the same guy behind Tetris Effect. Wonderful game if you guys haven't played that, and I'm not familiar with Puyo Puyo or what the difference really is. Is there any way to explain that to a layman like myself?
Puyo Puyo is like Dr. Mario in the sense where you're matching colors essentially, and if you get, I think, more than 3 in a row, it clears it. It
Okay.
clears that bunch. Um, but it can be more than 4, I believe.
And you can
Because
make
the
like
blocks
big
fall.
combos.
Yeah, if the blocks fall as soon as you match 4, so like the matching colors will disappear, and then whatever is attached to it will fall. But if it lands on a cluster of other colors of the similar nature, it'll also break those, and you can get like combos and shit. So you can get really high score. And if you play Puyo Puyo competitively, uh, it'll also add the it'll add like those little blocks that they drop on your opponent, so that it kind of like fucks them over.
Oh, okay. That's really
Pretty,
cool.
yeah.
Um,
Puyo Puyo is fun. It's a great game.
did you play Tetris Effect at all?
I did play a little bit. I really liked it. The music is really cool, and I like the effects that you get and how the how the game kind of pulses with the music, like to the rhythm of the music.
Yeah, it's hypnotizing, man. I love that. And did you? I didn't know this, but there's a VR version of that too. I can only imagine how awesome that would be with VR and a headset on, like some headphones. Like that's definitely a
Mhm.
headphone type of game. But then like with the VR on top of that, oh my god, it's probably
Yeah,
amazing.
right in your face
Yeah,
with all those effects and everything. God,
yeah, so cool, man. So this one's definitely on my radar. Probably not gonna buy it
me
day
too.
one, but it's definitely gonna be on my uh on my wish list. So it comes out fall 2025 on Steam, PS5, PSVR 2, and it says there's a demo coming this summer, so imminently.
Cool.
Very cool. Next up was Pragmata, a Capcom game coming out in 2026. What were your initial thoughts on Pragmata?
It looks like Dead Space, and I like that.
That
um, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, you were getting Dead Space vibes from that one. I
A
think you're
little
thinking.
bit.
I think you were thinking of that one from the Xbox showcase. No.
That one too. But this one gave me when I first saw it, it did give me a little bit of Dead Space vibes. Mostly, I think because of the spacesuit.
Oh, okay, I
And
got
just
you.
operating in space. Um, it also reminded me of something else, but I can't remember. Can't remember what it was
I'll tell
off
you
the
what it
top of my.
reminded me of, just in case it might spur your memory here a little bit, but or jog your memory. I don't know if spur your memory is the right term for that, but
That makes sense to me.
okay, cool. I'm not an idiot. Yay. No, fucking stupid phone, dude. I said okay, cool, and my phone is like, what? What?
All right, Google.
Fucking stupid.
Xbox turn off.
Yeah, really. Go home. Uh,
Xbox go home.
it reminds me a lot of Death Stranding. You know, what's his name? Sam and little baby Lou or whatever. And then the little
Yeah.
girl from Pragmata reminds me a lot of Sunny from Metal Gear Solid 4. Even sounds a lot like her. So I don't know if that's the same voice actress or not, but um, this is the first that I'm seeing this game. It's really funny because it was like the whole "it's real" thing that they showed there
Mm,
makes okay. So clearly this was announced a long ass time ago, and it completely flew over my head. So um, I feel bad for anybody who's been looking forward to this for God knows how many years. But hey, it's real. It's coming. You just
it's
got
on the way.
roughly another year to wait, man. So hang
Gotta be
tight.
patient. We're never getting this game.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna get this one. I'll keep an eye on it. Obviously, if if enough people that I know tell me it's really good, I'll check it out. But yeah, it doesn't look like it's something that's gonna be up my alley. How about you? Is this on your?
Horizon Forbidden West. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Mostly the boss battles, because they're very mechanical robot like. This is. I don't know if it'll be a day one for me, but I'm definitely gonna get it. I would love to see more gameplay before the game comes out, though.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Mm,
That'd be
mm.
nice. So this is more like a reintroduction to the game. It's just like, hey, remember this one? So
We're still working on it. It's alive.
right, kind of like that one. What was it? The Little Devil in Me. Do you remember that one?
No.
Okay, if you look it up later on, it was there was such a charming trailer, but it was so many years ago at this point. And I was just like, oh, dude, that game looks adorable. I love this. I want to see more of it. and it's been what, like 5 or 6 years, and they kind of did something similar. I want to say it was like on their Patreon or something like that, or their Kickstarter page. They're just like, yeah, don't worry, we're still working on it. Like, it's like, okay, cool,
Mm,
cool. Just let
I
me know,
see
man.
a little devil inside.
Yeah, looks really cool, man. Really charming.
Mm,
Definitely up my alley. But I don't know, man. Games that are that long in development tend to come out and just disappoint. Ultimately, I don't know.
you think so?
From personal
Hopefully
experience.
not. Yeah, hopefully not though.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to Romeo is a Dead Man. That's the third game shown. Uh, yeah, yeah. This was. I was like, damn, when I saw the beginning of the trailer. There, he's like, the old man's holding him, trying to like calm him down. Like, hey, dude, you're gonna die. No big deal. Let me stab you in the face with this thing real quick.
Yeah, let me put this on your face real quick.
yeah,
I
yeah. That was
I love the little rotoscope animation at the beginning. I got a real kick out of that.
yeah. And then there's that fucking creature standing there just like eating his arm and shit, just like waiting for the rest of him or something. That was so
Yeah.
dark.
Very nonchalantly, yeah.
Yeah,
Just eating his arm.
such a dark tone, and like there's little bits of humor in there, obviously, because like, hey, don't worry, let me stab you real quick, and
Mm,
kind of gave me Rick and Morty vibes in terms of tone, at least. Yeah, this one was really charming. I might check it
mhm.
out. The gameplay itself looked pretty cool. But yeah, I like the humor and the dark vibe that this one was giving off.
Me too. It's a Suda 51 game, so I'm definitely gonna get it.
Is that,
Yeah.
is that
Same
the
guy
no?
that made No More Heroes 1, 2, and 3.
That's right. That's what I was thinking. Yes.
Love those
Yes.
games, bro. Originally came out on the Wii, but got remastered for the Switch, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right. No More Heroes one and two are on the Switch. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I
sure.
never got to play those, so that they kind of that same funny dark vibe to them.
Yes, very crude, like sexual, disturbing humor.
Love it, man. Gotta love it. Let's get sexual up in this bitch.
Let's get sexual. Let's get Travis Touchdown up in this bitch.
All right, next up, Silent Hill F. Everybody was losing their minds over this one, man. This one looks fucking awesome. Comes out September
Yeah,
25th. What
he look
what were your initial thoughts on this game?
he looks very spooky, and I want to
Yeah.
play it. I love the creepy doll enemies and all the like the scarecrow with like the bodies and shit. And oh man, it looks sick.
Yeah, it looks genuinely disturbing. Yeah, like all the body
Mhm.
contortion happening in the trailer, and the
All the blood.
yeah, and the character you play as seems so just kind of like not fragile or frail, but like they seem so innocent and like they don't
Yeah,
belong there in this terrible situation. It's not like you're walking around with a fucking like she's walking around with a shotgun or something. She's ready to blow these fuckers to hell, but it's like she
yeah,
just like it. I don't know. The innocence of the player kind of adds to the tension. It's just like, oh my god, am I going to be able to do anything about this fucking thing in front of me, or am I gonna have to run and hide?
yeah. Against these
Yeah,
seemingly immortal dolls that'll chase me to the ends of the earth.
yeah, it's terrifying, man. Looks really
Yeah.
cool. Looks really cool. Said it was Neo Bards Entertainment, Konami publishing it, obviously.
Mm.
It also said this is the eighth mainline game following Downpour in terms of story, and that one says it came out in 2012. Are you familiar much with the Silent Hill, like as a franchise? Did you play many or any of them?
What? No. No, I've never played any Silent Hill games. Um, I've always wanted to, but horror games like this, I need to play them with somebody next to me. I can't play them by myself.
Oh, you need to hold your wheel hands. You hold your hands.
Yeah, I'm gonna play this game with my wife.
She's gonna keep you safe, man. Don't worry.
Yeah, keep me safe.
So this one on your radar? You looking forward to this
Yes,
one?
I will most likely get this game day one. It
Very
looks
nice.
cool. I want to play it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a little star here next to Pragmata because that one is. I'm sorry, not Pragmata. Romeo is Dead, man. That one looks amazing. This one
Mm,
definitely also Silent Hill
Let
F.
me let me adjust my notes as well.
Yeah, because
Way better.
basically, for anybody listening, we're trying to kind of gauge throughout these episodes, like which of the two showcases are going to be like the best one in our personal opinions, like which one spoke to us the most. So I'm kind of putting
Mhm.
stars next to the games that I'm just like, oh fuck yeah, dude, that one looks amazing. So so then we can kind of gauge in the end which one's the best.
Who
All right,
did better?
who did it?
Pragmatic.
All right, let's move on to Bloodstained Scarlet Engagement. I don't know if you ever played the other Bloodstained games. There's a couple of them that look like Game Boy games. I forget what they're called, like something of the Moon.
Mhm.
Um, but Bloodstained Ritual of the Night was fantastic. Absolutely love that game. I don't remember if it's the same creator of Symphony of the Night or like the OG creator of Castlevania, and he just kind of like broke away, made his own studio, kickstarted it, and he's just like, "Hey, you like my old shit? I'm gonna make something brand new, but in that same kind of style." And then we got I'm sorry, Ritual of the Night.
Mhm.
Amazing fucking game, dude. Amazing fucking game. Loved that one. Loved Symphony of the Night. I kind of grew up without playing that one. It's kind of funny because Chelsea, my wife, she's not much of a gamer, but that is one of the games that she played when she was younger. Um, and it was really funny. When she told me about that, I was like, Symphony of the Night, Castlevania. She was like, yeah, that game was fucking cool, man. Like, I remember that when I was a kid, and I was just like, dude, you realize that's like one of the most beloved games of all time, not just like of its genre, but period. she was like,
Period.
she was like, damn, dude, all right. So, we got it on the PS3. You could once upon a time. I don't think you can anymore. It was like $10 or something, and we sat there playing it together, just kind of passing the controller back and forth. And we played through what we thought was the entire game, and then we got the ending. And if you've played Symphony of the Night, you know what I'm saying, because I don't want to
Mhm.
spoil anything. But like when you think the game is over, it's not. And I didn't realize that. I just kind of went back in because I saw something in the final boss fight that I wanted to toy around with and see if anything happened. And something happened, and it's basically like a halfway point. And I told her, I was like, "Hey, honey, there's like a lot of game left in here," and we just never got back to it. But yeah, more Bloodstained. Fuck yes, dude. Super
Absolutely.
super
The Scarlet
tall
Engage.
Scarlet Engagement. Yes, you know
Super
what
tall
you know what I was gonna
Dracula.
say. Yeah.
Yeah. Tall lady with big tits.
Yes, sir. Super tall, huge titty vampire mommy. Yes, please.
First thing I noticed in that trailer.
Yeah, dude. Lady D needs some competition, man. Here you go.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. I love the magic. I love the knights. I love the blood. I love the ghouls, the ghastly ghouls,
hmm
all the
Yeah,
monsters.
yeah. Love those like the classic um Metroidvania type games, and obviously this is gonna be one for the fucking ages here, man. It looks so good. I'm really hoping to make this a day one buy. Uh, coming out on PS5, 2026.
6? Yeah, no release date, just 2026. That one's
Oh,
getting an asterisk from me.
oh hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. All right. Let's go to Digimon Storytime Stranger.
Ranger.
I have one note that I took for this one. It just says
Uh,
"fuck off."
uh,
Yeah. So if you have
yeah.
anything to say about Digimon Storytime Stranger, like the floor is yours, man. I'm just gonna sit this one out. I don't give a fuck.
What I have in my notes is I wrote down not expecting a Digi game in 2025 of this year, of this month, this timeline. Um, yeah, I wasn't much of a Digimon fan growing up, so I don't really know what to think about this one. I'll probably wait for reviews. Um, I will say though, it is like an type game, so it is kind
Mhm.
of in my alley. Eh, is that how you say that phrase? It's in my alley.
Up your alley.
Yeah.
Up your
I don't
alley
know
in
why
your ass. It
that
sounds
sounds so
sexual.
weird to me. That sounds so weird to me. I also noticed in the trailer that it looks like a turn-based RPG, so that also kind of strikes my fancy.
hmm
Rubs me the right way. It rubs me.
Makes the blood go alla verga.
Absolutely. Comes out October 3rd, 2025. So pretty soon here.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. For any Digimon fans out there, yeah, I was a Pokemon kid growing up, but
Any Digi game fans?
yeah, I remember always looking at Digimon like they were fucking wannabes. But I don't know.
Or
I think
poor man Pokemon.
yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I don't even know, but I think Digimon maybe predated Pokemon. So I'm sitting there like, "Yeah,
Oh.
you know, wannabes or whatever." But
Elitist.
yeah,
Elitist Pokemon fan.
yeah. Exactly, exactly. All right, this next one has a star from me. Final Fantasy Tactics Ivalice Chronicles Remaster.
This one has
Oh,
an asterisk for me too.
yeah, that one's you get a gold star from your boy here. I
Boy.
never finished it, but I got pretty far into it. The story was great. I really liked it. The characters were really cool. I really liked the characters. I like the job system that they put in there. You have to do ones for so long, and then you can unlock more. Each one was very different than the other. Plus
Hmm.
it was one of those old school type games where you can just kind of like hang out in one area, keep doing battles, and level the fuck up so much that when you move on, you can just kind of breeze through the game for a while. It's really cool.
Love that
I
shit.
did. You ever play or finish Tactics?
No, I never finished it. I got the one on the Game Boy Advance.
Oh
That's
right,
that's the one that I played.
yeah. I'm not positive, but I think they might have been the same story and everything, just called something else. I don't know.
Good. Yeah, it was like Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, if I'm
Okay,
correct. Yeah, I never played the original from 1997.
yikes.
That's when I was born. I wouldn't have been able to play it.
That's crazy. I'm kind of caught between whether or not I like this new graphical change, but I like the fact that they do give you the option to switch back to the classic.
Yes.
That's awesome. I love that. I don't think they did that with Tactics Ogre, which I remember when that game was the Tactics Ogre Reborn was revealed. A lot of people were kind of like, I don't know about those sprites. They look kind of what was it, blurry?
Yeah.
Like they kind of like smoothed them out too much to where
Yeah.
the pixelated graphic um charm was just lost entirely or something. But
Yeah, they
um
were just ugly, bro. they they smoothed too many of the edges.
yeah, I'm gonna need to look it up because I remember there was a bunch of I was gonna say backlash, but I wouldn't say it's backlash. It's just like, criticisms
Criticism.
about that. And I wonder if maybe they updated that game to where you could swap between um, old graphics, current graphics, like you can in Tactics. That's that's awesome. Did you catch a release date for that one? Because I don't have one written down
Yes.
here.
September is a stacked month because this game is coming out September 30th, 2025.
Fuck yeah, dude. PS5, PS4 also,
Yeah,
in case you still
sure.
got one of them. Um, yeah, it's so cool, man. It's so cool to be able to play it on modern hardware. So I don't give a fuck if they up the graphics or not, man. That's a buy for me. They got my money already.
Yes. Me too. Instacart.
Hmm. All right, let's head on over to Baby Steps.
Steps.
This game looks awesome. Go ahead, go ahead. What do you think about Baby Steps, brother?
In my notes, I have stupid game.
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
looks looks funny though. Party game, maybe. Like you just sit around with your friends, maybe drinking a couple beers and just having a good time watching this idiot fall over himself while you're
Hmm.
playing Baby Steps. Um, stream worthy, definitely stream worthy.
Yeah,
I see
agreed.
the potential. And it looks like QWOP. It looks like a game like QWOP, if you remember. QWOP, that old Flash game.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that. I wrote that down in my notes too. It kind of gives me those vibes. Like it's just you have to be very precise with your button input, and they're gonna look awkward as fuck while you're trying to move them. I love that.
Hmm. Yeah. And I think made from the same developer that made oh god, what was the game with the guy that sits in a cauldron and he has
Oh,
a
getting over it.
sledgehammer. Yeah, getting over it. Thank you. Yeah, same guys.
I've seen people get so fucking mad. They get so high up there and then they screw one little thing up and they go tumbling all the way down and they're just like, dude, fuck this, man. Fuck this game.
Absolutely break. I swear to God, guys, I am going to break my monitor. Just very passive aggressively state that you're going to break your monitor.
Oh yeah. In three, two. Yeah, and Devolver Digital, love those guys. They always tend to fund and create really unique and interesting games. So love those guys. This comes out September as well on the 8th. Oh yeah,
Yes.
oh yeah, Devolver. They were the ones that recently they were all cheeky on Twitter saying that they were gonna release a day. Oh, I'm sorry, release a game on the same day as Grand Theft Auto 6. Like we're gonna follow you anywhere you fucking go type of thing, you know? I,
Yeah.
I love that. So
Renegade.
cheeky, man. Everyone else is trying to get away from them. They're like fucking stalking them and shit. So good.
Get you. Gonna get you.
Yeah, I love that shit. Next one up, Hirogami, Bandai Namco Singapore. What do
Love
you?
it.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Sound off, brother.
That's a day one for me. It reminds me. It kind of reminds me of like Mario Galaxy, but with a mix of, or I guess no, probably more like 3D World. It's like a puzzle solving platformer 3D World type game, like with a mix of Paper Mario,
Mm.
because like you can transform into like different animals to help you like solve different puzzles and to deal with enemies and to just get around generally. It looks cool. I love the art style.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
I agree on the art style, 100%.
yeah, this is a day one for me. I think, regardless of what people say about it, I think I'm gonna give it a chance.
Cool, cool. Yeah, I'd be very curious to hear what you have to think about it when you get your hands on it. Yeah, it's very unique looking. I'll be keeping an eye on
Absolutely.
it. Um, yeah, it looks really cool. I always appreciated the art of origami. There's some people out there that they'll take like one piece of paper and make it look like the fucking statue David and shit.
Mm,
And
yeah.
like like I used to work at a call center and basically, I'd sit there on the phones all day talking to grandmas and grandpas, teaching them how to use their phones. And I'd sit there just kind of zoning out and folding just origami cranes. Usually, that was just the easiest one to just like zone out and just make cranes. I was sitting there making cranes all day. I learned how to do pigs. Pigs were really easy, and seahorses and flower. I think I made one flower. But
Mhm.
yeah, like I just kind of like threw them into like one of my empty. It was like a filing cabinet. Everybody had like two or three drawers next to their desk that they can use for their own stuff, and I just like filled one of them all the way to the top with little tiny cranes and shit.
Damn.
Always,
Became a
always.
master.
Oh, dude, yeah. Like I don't remember how to do it now. I'd have to watch a tutorial on it or something. But when I quit, I put them all into this big old bag, and I just gave it to one of my friends there, and I was just like, "Here, do what you want with it." Yeah, for all I know, they were just like, "Wow, he just handed me his garbage to throw out. Cool."
Basically.
But yeah, Hirogami, man, looks cool. Looks very
Sep-
cool.
September 3rd, 2025.
Like you said, dude, September's pretty stacked. Got a
Back.
lot of shit coming out. And here's another one coming out just a couple of days later. Everybody's Golf Hot Shots.
Yeah. Hot shit.
What were your thoughts on this one?
I'm just going to read my notes. Stupid fucking golf game. Just kidding. It looks like a fun party game. It reminds me of like Mario Golf. That's really the only golf game I've ever played on the GameCube. Like, I- Mario Golf is the only golf game I played, and it was on the GameCube. Is what I meant to say. um, yeah, I'll give it a shot. Maybe I'll wait. Maybe this is a game I'll wait for reviews on. Um, just looks like a fun party game, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah, 100%. Fuck golf. Like, period. I hate golf as a
Mhm.
sport. I think it's so fucking pretentious, and I fucking hate it. But when it comes to digital golf, like Wii Sports Resort, shit like that, probably Mario
Mhm.
Golf. I haven't played it, but I'm
Oh
sure it's
shoot,
charming as hell.
I lied.
What,
I have played Wii Sports Golf.
dude?
Never mind.
Dog, I love those games. They're so much fun, man. I love that stuff. Digital golf, I fuck with, but real life golf, shove it up your ass.
Live golf, yeah, takes too much time.
And too much space, dude. You could do so much with that space. I remember George Carlin really gave that sport a piece of his mind, and I was just like, yeah, this guy rules. Oh
I don't know who that is.
my god. Moving on.
It comes out September 5th, 2025.
Yes, sir. This one's coming out more, well, sooner. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound.
Owned.
Yes, sir, man.
Yeah.
I had a couple of things written down here. It looks like some classic Ninja Gaiden, but more modern. Looks fucking awesome. I wrote
Mhm.
sold, so I'm gonna put a little star there, a little asterisk.
Yeah, that's one for me too.
Yeah, I'm most likely buying this shit. It speaks to the almost 40-year-old in me.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think this will be a day one for me. I normally don't play difficult games, but I think I'm gonna have to suck it up and just do it anyway. I'll try and finish it, but no promises.
Yeah, I'm glad that they're giving this franchise some attention lately. They dropped what was it, Ninja Gaiden 2 Black or something like
Mhm.
that. They
Yeah,
just
Ninja Gaiden 2 Black.
they just did that one. I think they said that they're remastering the other ones too, but then they have 4 coming out one of these days. Very cool. Glad that this one's getting a resurgence. Um, Classic shit, man. Played it on the NES once upon a time, and it was too hard for my little ass. Um, so, but yeah, great looking game. Ragebound.
Mhm.
Look forward to it. 7/31, so it's like a little more than a month out.
Yeah, we're getting there.
hmm Let's see. Oh yeah, Cairn. There's a demo available for this one right now.
Mhm.
Am I okay? And that one comes out in November on November 5th. What did you think of Cairn?
Rock climbing simulator.
Mm.
um, I really like the cell shaded art style of it.
Mhm.
Um, I think this is a game made by somebody who's had or maybe delved their fingers into rock climbing before or bouldering. It seems like it that way to me anyway. Um, so yeah, it's just like it feels like someone's love letter to rock climbing. Um, looks cool. Not sure if I'm gonna give it a shot. Probably wait for reviews. Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's it's a cool idea. I'm gonna definitely check out the demo. I like the idea of it. I think you're right that whoever made this game, at the very least, has a very deep knowledge of rock climbing, and
Mhm.
the voice the voice acting I wrote here sounds really shit. Um,
Mhm.
But you know what I did really like about the trailer is the whole self healing thing. You probably have to, keep an eye on how your fingers and toes are doing and your body strength to like know when to stop for the day or whatever. Rest
Mhm.
by the fire, kind of like bandage yourself up and all that. I love that. It kind of reminds me of Metal Gear Solid 3 in a way. They had this little self healing thing where you got to dig the bullet out of you and pat
Oh
yourself up and
damn.
all that stuff. Yeah, it's really cool. Like there wasn't a mechanic where you actually dig in there, but it's like, hey, you have a bullet hole here, you have a knife wound here, and then you have to have styptics and sewing kits and stuff like that, and you have to like find them in the world and stuff to keep
Mhm.
to keep yourself sewn shut. Otherwise, you'll lose health or you'll lose stamina and shit. So really cool. Kind of reminds me of Metal Gear Solid 3 in that way. I like this one. I'm not gonna give it a fucking star because it's not a definite holy shit must have yet. But I might put a star
Mhm.
next to it after I try out the demo. So we'll find out.
Fuel comes
All right.
out November 5th, 2025.
November 5th. Oh yeah,
Brash.
something outside of September. Very nice. Let's get away
Still a
from
stack year.
September, folks. Yeah, definitely. All right, then we got Mortal Kombat. Oh, dude, what was it? What?
Mortal Wombat.
All I did was write MK. I didn't even write the full title of it. Was it Anthology Collection or something like that?
Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection.
Legacy Collection.
You're
Legacy. Yeah, that's fucking cool, dude. Um, I guess I'll start on that one. Fucking when I was a kid, that was a staple in our household. Mortal Kombat Trilogy is the one that we all really played. And if you're not familiar with Trilogy, it was on the, I think it was on the PS1 also, and it was, but we played it on the N64 in our house. And it's basically one, two, and three combined, or some kind of mixture of the three, and had like the most characters in a Mortal Kombat game at the time. Yeah, we loved Mortal Kombat in our household. What I really liked about this is that they also had a bunch of question marks all over the place when they were showing all
Mhm.
the games that were going to be in the collection. So this isn't all of them. That's so fucking cool. I love that. Um, really hoping, I seriously doubt, but hoping that they add Deadly Alliance, Deception, Armageddon, and dare I say, Shaolin Monks.
Shaolin Monks. Yes.
Uh,
I knew you were gonna say that.
dude, Shaolin Monks
Fucking
fucking rules.
fucking love that game.
So good, dude. And all four of those games I just mentioned, I think they're all trapped on the PS2.
No.
Yeah, I don't think
But
you can play.
that sounds about right though. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, I don't think you can play them any other way. Luckily, I still have all my copies. They're all sitting here on my shelf. Love those games, especially. I have some really great memories with Deadly Alliance and EJ, and Chief.
Mhm.
Oh man, they had that stupid Edema music video in there for a song called Immortal, and we were like staying up all night listening to that shit. That was like our jam for a short time. But then like Deception came out, and it got like gave us Baraka and Melina and all that shit. It was so
No.
good. Oh,
Baraka Obama? Yes. Love it. He was my favorite character.
Oh, dude, yeah, I love Baraka. And you know what? You know what's funny is when I realized I was like saying his name slowly, I was just like Baraka, and I was just like, he's got that Barracuda mouth, and I was like, oh, that's where they got it from, because
Baraka
of the
mouth,
Barracuda. It's got to be because of a Barracuda. Kind of
maybe.
make
Yeah,
kind of
they have similar mouth structure.
yeah, it's like the exact same mouth.
Got
And
that
then
that underbite.
and you can't help but wonder then, like, so Melina, does she got a she got the Barracuda mouth? Does she got a Barracuda also?
She's got teeth. Oh, disgusting. I didn't want to see that. I don't want that image in my head. A
Oh, it's funny.
barracuda.
A Barracuda. Yeah, there's actually a movie called Teeth. It's just called Teeth, and
Uh,
it's I guess a horror movie. But like when I met Chelsea, we went on our first date, and she had me come by her place, and we sat there, and she wanted me to watch this movie called Teeth, and I was like, what is this shit? And
uh,
it's a movie about a girl who has teeth in her twat, and she's
no.
like, yeah, she's like, you know, just people are trying to like rape her and stuff, or putting their fingers in her and stuff, and she's just like ripping their cocks and fingers off and shit. It's really like, you know, B tier, but it was really funny,
Yeah,
and I really got a kick out of the fact that she made me watch that like on our first date. I was just like, something wrong with this
yeah.
girl.
That's a wild first date.
Yeah, it was so funny. We both got such a kick out of it. So yeah, Teeth, recommend it. She got that Barracuda.
Amazing. Barracuda.
um, but yeah, did you have anything to add to the Mortal Kombat Legacy collection? Is this something that you're interested in?
Yes. I don't know if I'll get it. I'm pretty bad at fighting games. I would like to add though that it's nice to see that they're implementing older titles with rollback netcode. Uh, Good thing to see.
Yeah,
Definitely
because
keeps the fighting game scene alive.
so that means, because again, I'm a layman when it comes to this. That means that you'll be able to play these games online with other people, right? Is that am I
Yeah,
understanding that right?
lag free with other people, even across the world. Compared to delay based netcode, it is the superior form of netcode. No,
That's so
no
cool.
delays, no nothing, no lag, no having to wait for the loading screen for the
That's
game to
awesome.
think about sending packets to the server and then back to the player. Yeah, it's almost instantaneous
But that's really
or
cool
pretty
for
much.
anybody that wants
Yeah,
to
go ahead.
play. That's okay. Anybody that wants to play these games online, which I sure as fuck won't. I was talking to somebody who commented on one of our shorts. I think it was on TikTok, about
Mm,
how I tried playing Mortal Kombat online once, and I was just getting juggled across the screen. And at a certain point, like I just swung at him once, and he just,
Mhm.
because I'm thinking, oh, I'm all big and bad. I could beat everybody in my family at any given moment, right? So I jump online, swing this motherfucker once, he ducks, starts juggling me across the screen, and at a certain point, I just put my controller down, and I was just like rooting for him to not drop me. So
Yeah,
I'm never gonna play that online, but that's cool for anybody that does. That's awesome.
absolutely, bro. Yeah,
What about the fight stick controller? That was a very appropriate spot for them to showcase that. I know you have a couple.
I do. Fight Project Defiant is what it's called. The fight stick. I guess it's a Sony licensed or made by Sony fight stick.
Mhm.
The only notable thing that I saw is it's wireless, so you'll be able to use it like a DualSense controller and just connect it via. I don't know if they connect via Bluetooth, but it'll connect wirelessly to your PS5. Other than that, it seems like it has a lot of similar features to just other arcade sticks. Um, I will probably need to do further research about it though.
Gotcha, gotcha. Can you use your current sticks on your PS5 if you wanted to? Just wired?
See, yeah, they connect via USB Type A, if I'm correct. Yeah, and I can use them. There's no issue. I know there was a whole hubbub when the PS5 first came out, saying that you would need a certain board or something specifically for the PS5 to use your fight sticks on it, but I haven't had any issue with mine. I have both levered and leverless fight sticks.
That's pretty cool, dude.
I I'm a connoisseur of fight sticks. I'm not really good at fighting games though. I used to love playing like Guilty Gear and Street Fighter, but I'm not much of a fighting game expert.
Yeah, you're
I
not
just
really a
love the
you're not a contender.
no. I love the community. I love the tournaments and everything. I love the air around fighting games. It's very intoxicating, fun. It's exciting.
Oh yeah, this might be a really stupid question, but uh, is it feasible to play other games using your fight stick, or would that
Yes,
just kind of
actually.
be ridiculous?
No, you can. I've
I can
played God
imagine.
of War before on a fight stick.
Oh no shit! Like the original God of War, like the
Yeah, the
old school.
original, the first
No
one. Yeah,
shit. I
yeah,
was thinking. I was thinking like, okay, other arcade games that would use a fighting stick would be like, side scroller beat 'em up, Scott Pilgrim, and all that shit.
yeah. Shredder's Revenge.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love that.
Absolutely.
All right, let's move on. Metal Gear Solid Delta, baby.
Snake Eater.
Mm. Mm. Comes
Mm,
out August 28th, 25, the holy day, the most holy day
very
of
soon.
days.
The
Oh man.
holiest day. When you've been waiting for your entire life.
Yeah, I wish this into existence. I
You
there's
did.
like I really don't know what I did to earn like the favor of the gods. I really do have it. I must have it. This is
You must have it. The good
the
fortune.
there's no reason this game should exist. Really, there really isn't. I don't know, man. I'm so excited. As a longtime fan of this game, is still my favorite game of all time. I am gonna say that the animations looked a little off somehow. I can't really put my finger on it during that
Mhm.
trailer. Um, doesn't mean a goddamn thing. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna buy it. But yeah, it's not as next gen looking in this trailer as the earlier trailers had me thinking, but again, that's not a red flag to me. I personally don't give a shit. I've always only wanted that exact same game, same cutscenes, same voice acting, same everything. Just bring it forward. Let me play it on the newest hardware with brand new graphics and some updated controls, and that's exactly what I'm getting. So it's like anybody who wants that, it looks like we're going to be fine. But if you're a fan of the old game and you want something, you know, a la Resident Evil 2 remake or something like that, you're
Mhm.
you're clearly barking up the wrong tree here, man. So don't
Yes.
don't don't let your expectations kind of like control. I don't know, get you down. Like don't expect more than what you're actually getting. Know what you're getting with this game.
Yeah.
So, really cool. They're also kind of teasing Metal Gear Online. I never fucked with Metal Gear Online because back in the PS2 games, I didn't even know online was a thing. Honestly, that's how
Mhm.
sheltered I was. I didn't know that you could play games online until the Xbox 360. No joke. I'll tell that story one day.
Yeah, that was my first online experience as well as the 360.
It's crazy.
Actually,
Metal. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I never had a PS3, so I that was really like my only choice.
No shit.
Yeah,
Well,
kind of regretted not getting one, but it's alright.
yeah,
Now I have a
still,
PS5.
dude. Plus the 360 was superior in terms of like that's where you would want to go to play games online. Anyways, playing games online on the PS3 was kind of a shit show. Yeah.
Yeah,
Plus, yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Any games that you wanted to play online, you were better off on the Xbox
on the
ecosystem.
360.
100%.
Shit.
Uh,
Why do you think that is though?
Microsoft had their online structure down way better than Sony. Sony was, they're new to that I don't think they ever really, Microsoft is a software company. They understand,
Mhm.
the internet and how to I don't know how to use it or whatever the fuck. But Sony was brand new into that market. I think they were just, swinging much higher. They got better. They got better, but like PS3 versus 360 in terms of online play was just no contest.
No contest.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't really know how to say it, but it's just no contest. It was shit show, dude. So
Cool.
yeah, you get what you pay for because I don't think PlayStation Plus cost anything back then. Or
No, I think it was free. That was the main thing, is that the 360 had a subscription based model, and I think the PS3 stayed free.
it did. That's right.
I
That's right.
think pretty much during its entire lifespan.
Yeah, and then I think yeah, I'm not gonna try to remember everything because I can't remember what I had for fucking breakfast. Metal Gear Solid Delta is that swinging the needle in any particular direction for you? Do you care? Do you not care?
Yes, I'm going to get it. This is going to be my first Metal Gear Solid game.
Oh, great place to start too, because it's technically in terms of timeline, this is the very first one.
See,
Hmm.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Oh, you're in for a treat, man. If they do it right, if the game is done well, you're in for a fucking treat, dude. It's incredible.
I can't wait. I love I love the memes coming out
Oh yeah, I love the
because of the
fact that
hype
people.
around this game.
Yeah, and so many people are going to be introduced to this series for the first time, and that makes me so excited. I love it.
Mhm.
I love it. Um, Next up was Neo 3. There's a demo available, and this is coming out in early 2026.
Si,
Neo
senor.
3, bro. What do you think?
Holy shit. Neo 3 is what I wrote down. Um, I never played the other two, even though I own them. I believe I own both, but I've never played them. I know they have like a very Dark Souls like formula.
Mhm.
But I think I'm gonna just have to bite the bullet, bro, and just try before this game comes out to finish these two.
Yeah, I do have the first one thanks to Epic Games. They gave it out for free some
Mhm.
time ago. I don't remember exactly when, but I do have the first one. I'm probably not going to play it. I don't have the patience. I don't think for another Souls like. Um, I heard the second one's even better if you have that one. Uh,
That's good.
so yeah, so if you do have that one, that might be the best place to start. Plus, I heard the character creation for that one was dope as fuck.
Yeah, top notch. I hear.
Anyone looking for Souls like uh, games, like they're in luck, man. Because these guys apparently really get it. Like the Neo games get it.
Hmm.
They make some of the best Souls like games out there. So yeah, that's exciting for those guys. Good for them. Um, but yeah, Thief VR Legacy of Shadow comes to PSVR 2 2025. Cool if you have a VR headset. I do not. I get motion sickness like a motherfucker, so it looks awesome. Looks cool, but not
Hmm.
for me. Not for me. How about you?
Yeah, I don't own a VR headset either, but I don't really like the platform, so I'm going to avoid this one. But I hear the Thief franchise is good, so if anybody is excited about this one, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Please tell us what you
Yeah.
think.
Yeah. We want to hear it, man. Also, I just want to say that even though I do get motion sickness when it comes to like the VR headsets, there are games that don't have you moving. Well, in how do you really put that? I went to my
Moving
buddy
with
Mike.
I guess.
I think that's what would drive me ill because I went to my buddy Mike's place. He had the headset. He threw it on me and he turned on Beat Saber. I had been wanting to try that game for so long. I was like, all right, let's give it a shot. And it was amazing. I had such a great time, no motion sickness at all. But then he was like, hey, try out this other one. It was a Resident Evil 4, I think it was.
Mhm.
And it was so cool. But as soon as I moved the left joystick up and my character started moving in the game, but in reality I wasn't moving, it immediately turned my stomach upside down. So I had to sit down and I was just like, whoa, 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 I can't do this. But then he was
Yeah.
like, oh, there's an option in there that you can switch to where in the game world you just kind of like point to an area and you click and you just kind of teleport instead of actually moving the character. It stops you from moving in the game
Yeah.
for motion sick people. But it seems like it would be an added, uh, like an encumbrance in a way. Like you'd have to really get used to that, especially in a game like Resident Evil, where you got zombies on your ass. Um,
Mhm.
but the mechanics in that game were so cool. Like uh, uh, to heal yourself, you had to like reach over to your shoulder area where you have your spray. You had to like aim it at yourself. Like the changing the magazines and your guns and all that stuff was so cool.
That's sick.
Um, so yeah. And then Thief, I hear great things about those games, stealth mechanics. Oh, dude, that's so cool. So good for anybody who has a VR2 headset and you're looking for a cool looking game, dude. That one looks awesome. Tides of
Agreed.
Tomorrow. Tides of Tomorrow. Yeah, I was like, I should go. Keep going. Tides of Tomorrow.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have much to say about the VR.
That's okay. Neither do I. I'm trying to think of something to throw in there for him. So I'm not just like, yeah, not into that, not into that, not into that. Onward, onward, onward.
It's like, fuck that game.
Yeah. But yeah, Tides of Tomorrow looks cool, but none of their other games are really standouts, is what I wrote down here.
Mm.
Yeah, looks cool. Did you have any thoughts on Tides of Tomorrow? I didn't actually write down the date if they put one on there either.
It comes out February 24th, 2026. What it reminds me of kind of is like a Mirror's Edge, like free running, almost parkour style game. Um, where when you're running, you kind of see echoes or shadows of. I guess it has like a multiplayer aspect where you can see kind of like what players have done before, like their paths they've taken. Kind of like a Dark Souls thing, like when you click on the little bloodstains in Elden Ring, and you can see how the players died. Um, it looks kind of like that to me, and you can choose whether to follow suit with players, or you can change and take your own direction, your own path in life. Um, this one for me, I'll probably wait for reviews. I'm not too excited for it, although I will say it looks really like cool and colorful and just crazy. Um, but I'll probably put this one wait for reviews.
Right on, right on.
Oh, I think your mic died, Tony.
Did it? No.
Oh
Did
no,
it?
no, you're fine. You're fine. No, you're
Okay,
good.
cool. Okay, cool.
you, you were very silent for a long time. I was like, oh, his microphone died.
No, no, just letting you take the floor, man. Like, yeah, I
What do you
only
think?
of Tides of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll probably wait for reviews if the reviews are killer. If people I know that are playing it say it's killer, I'll probably
Mhm.
care more. But as of right now, I wasn't really smitten by the trailer, so yeah, I'll forget about it in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Uh,
but this one, Astro Bot free DLC. These are the notes I
DLC.
wrote. This is all I wrote for it. Fuck off, gimme, gimme. I want that adorable controller.
Yeah, the controller looks really cool. I love the color scheme, the white and the blue with the little eyes for the touch sensor thing.
Hmm. Yeah, I love Astro Bot. Like such an adorable character, and it's such a great mascot for Sony. Because for a
Mhm.
long time, I remember a lot of people were kind of saying like, "Who is Sony's mascot?" Nintendo has Mario and Link and all that shit. Um, I think Microsoft had what's his name, Phoenix from Gears of War, Marcus Phoenix,
Marcus Phoenix.
and then
Yeah, that's
and
my
then
boy.
and then John Halo from Halo.
Master Queef.
Master Cheeks from the show. So funny, dude. So funny.
Master Cheeks. John 117.
Yeah. So it's cool. I love Astro Bot. I think he's adorable. I love all the cool little costumes they give him to make him look like Kratos and Aloy and all this stuff. I still haven't played this game, but it is 100% like one of the next games I want to get. I want to get this game so bad. Um, it did win Game of the Year on the Game Awards for last year, and
Mhm.
I love that because it's not one of those like, hey, it's the most cinematic, most realistic, holy fuck looking game out there, but it's like clearly these guys have such a passion for what they're doing, and they're putting
Yeah,
like they're making. It's like some people might look from the outside and say, oh, that's just some fucking child game,
yeah,
because it's
no, but
but
yeah,
it's like go ahead.
I was just gonna say like Astrobot is what video games should be, bro. Like that is the direct translation of what a video game is. It's not the hyper realistic, resource management survival type game. It's games like Astrobot that put gaming like on the map or in everybody's radar.
Yeah.
It's that like cartoony, wacky, crazy, like just crazy shit type game, that like people think about when they think of video games. It's not, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like it's fun. No matter what age you are, you can probably appreciate it. And just like really good children's shows and movies, if
Mhm.
you're watching it with your kids or something, there are gonna be hints and clues and little nods to things that only you as the parent are gonna get. And so
Mhm.
Astrobot is gonna be chock full of that shit if you enjoy PlayStation, the history of PlayStation, the old consoles. Like, there's going to be plenty of stuff in there for you specifically that your kid it's just going to go completely over their head, and they're just going to see the bright colors and fun little animations and adorable enemies and stuff. But yeah, it's like it doesn't matter what age you are. Uh, Astrobot's amazing. I love that character, and I want this game.
Yeah, I want to play Astrobot. I've never played it before.
Did you check out the Playroom that came with the PS5?
I have not. I
Dude,
never got a chance.
dude, it's free. Oh,
I know.
it came with the yeah,
I
dude.
know it's free, but
Oh,
I just never showed interest into it.
I got you. Well, if you're ever in that kind of situation where you're just like, I don't know what to play, but I want to play something, please give it a shot, dude. It's fun. I only played a little bit of it, but it like the one little path that I took was a fucking celebration of PlayStation 4. Like, or I'm sorry, PlayStation 2. But there were like four quadrants. I think I may have talked about this on one of the other episodes, perhaps, but there's like four quadrants in the middle of this big old hub world. And obviously, you're playing on a PS5. And the one path that
Mhm.
I took, I kept finding PS2 artifacts, quote unquote, like the big model, the slim model, the memory card, the little piece that you attach to it to where you can play with more players, you can plug more controllers into it. Like and then you can like see them on display when you go back to the hub world, you can toy around with them, open the disk drives and all that stuff. But it's like a celebration of PS4, I'm sorry, PS2 in that section, and then there's three other quadrants which I'm guessing it's going to be like PS1, PS2, I'm sorry, PS1, 2, 3 and 4,
That's awesome.
yeah, it's so cool, very cute, very charming, um, and yeah, and also it takes full advantage of all the cool features of the DualSense, so that's also cool.
Really now.
Yeah, er, um,
Yes, sir.
all right, let's move on to Sea of Remnants. I'm done gushing about Astrobot, so I'll just put a little star there because I love Astrobot.
Pirates. I love pirates.
Yes, so you're gonna love this. Sea of Remnants comes out in 2026. What do you got to
Did
say about it?
Did you say Sea of Thieves?
Remnants.
um, I love sea shanties, and that's all I want to do with this game is just cruise around on my big galleon ship and sing sea shanties with the boys.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah.
um, it does look really cool. Honestly, this will probably be a day one for me, just because I love being out on the open water in video games. Oh, I love being pirates. I love shooting people up. I noticed a couple different game mechanics in this trailer. In one of the cutscenes of the trailer, I guess the main character pulls out a gun on one of the other characters, and when he shoots it, it kind of like brings up like a slot machine uh, type like reels,
Hmm.
and I guess maybe for a chance to hit triple sevens, you do more damage. That's a game mechanic I saw. Another thing I saw is I think it's a turn-based RPG.
Yeah, I
Because
was
I
kind of
saw,
getting that vibe too.
yeah, I saw in one of the battles is like four characters and then four individual like numerical digits showing like taking damage. You know,
Hmm.
so and that's very reminiscent of turn-based RPG combat. So
Hmm.
thinking this
Yeah,
one's going to be a
I think you're right.
turn-based combat, which I'm fine with. I love me some turn-based RPGs.
Yeah, it's very different because it doesn't look like it's like a multiplayer aspect too. No.
Yeah. It seems like it. Yeah, there's definitely more than one character that you can play as, it seems.
Okay. Yeah, I love the aesthetic of that game. It looks really cool, goofy, cartoony. Not enough pirate games out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love the
Need
end
more.
where he's about to like skewer that mermaid in the fucking face. So it
Oh yeah.
looks like it's got a decent amount of humor in there. So I dig it, dig it.
Me too.
Uh, 2026.
Yeah, no
Next
release date.
next up, Sword of the Sea. The same guys that made Journey, Abzu, The Pathless. I didn't play Abzu or The Pathless, but Journey was such a cool game. I loved that game. I played it on a whim, and it really affected me in a way that I wasn't expecting. Um, it had me fucking choking up in the end. I was just like, "What the fuck, dude?" Beautiful
Hmm.
game. But yeah, I haven't played their other ones. This one just looks like more Journey. Looks like it takes the best part of Journey, which was there was this moment where you're just kind of like gliding down fucking golden sand dunes, and it was just beautiful.
Hmm.
So it looks like they took that and they just made a whole fucking game out of it. So looks cool. Keep an eye on it, but I don't know. I don't know about a day one situation on that one. August is all about Metal Gear Solid for me. So, uh,
Yes.
where where are you at with Sword of the Sea?
I like it. I think it looks really cool. Uh, I don't know if I would put it day one territory. I might wait for reviews or more gameplay just to see how it plays. Because really, we only saw like this dude cruising around on like a rocket propelled sword through fucking sand dunes and like not even just the sand dunes, but like different terrains as well. You know, but
Hmm.
I love that type of shit, bro. I eat it. I eat it up. Kind of reminds me of Jack and Dexter. I think in like Jack 2 or Jack 3 where you get the hoverboard and you're able to just like traverse the world like that and do a bunch of tricks and like do kick flips and shit on your
Mm,
board. Uh Reminds me of that heavily. But yeah, I like this game. It's on my radar.
for sure. Next up, we got 007 First Light. Oh, this
Oh,
game, bro. Oh,
oh. Yeah, this game
uh,
looks cool.
yeah. What are your thoughts here?
007. I'm not familiar with 007. The only game I've ever played of 007 is the Nintendo 64 game made by Rare. Um,
Goldeneye.
yes.
Mm, great one, great one. I mean,
Uh,
in terms of their games, that's the most prolific one. That's the one anybody and everybody has played. Their other ones were kind of hit or miss. They had some good ones
mhm.
in there, but yeah.
Yeah, from my understanding, this game is the beginnings of Agent 007,
Hmm.
like how he became to be.
Yeah, how he earns his double O status.
Yes.
Hmm.
Other than that, I'm not too familiar.
Oh shit. Yeah.
But
So let me go
yeah.
off here for a sec then. Fucking so IO Interactive, they made the Hitman games. This is such a great matchup, dude. Like them getting the rights to do a 007 game is so perfect. I love that. And This one looks like it's very cinematic. Um, the appearance of 007, he looks familiar. Like I know that actor. I just can't put my finger on it right now. Someone's probably screaming at the screen like it's this motherfucker, you know. Um,
Hmm.
but it's from what I'm to understand, 007 is also based on like the movies and all that shit. It's based on books. Probably some old school, maybe 50s, 60s books. I don't know.
Yeah.
And apparently, the guys at IO are kind of focusing on making that version of 007. Um, like you can tell apparently by the scar on his face, he never had that in any of the movies. He has it in the books.
Mhm.
Um, his parents dying on the mountain to save his life or whatever, that little thing that they were saying in the beginning of the trailer. So yeah, it's cool that they're taking the source material and making something entirely new. I can't wait for this. This is, I'll go ahead and say it now. This was my game of the show. I thought this one stole the fucking show. It looks beautiful. That's definitely a day one game for me.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. I'll definitely get it day one.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
sure.
yeah. If you're interested in James Bond at all, you can. I would still recommend the old the night. I want to say they came out in the '90s. The Pierce Brosnan movies. He's my 007. I know a lot of people will be like, nah,
Mhm.
Sean Connery or whoever the fuck else. I keep wanting to say Michael Moore. It's not Michael Moore.
Michael Moore. Could you imagine as 007?
Oh
That
my
would
god,
be
that'd be
crazy.
hilarious.
That would be
Hilarious.
hilarious. Michael Moore, Agent 007, tactical espionage.
But the Pierce Brosnan movies are the ones I grew up with, and the Daniel Craig ones are fantastic. At least the first few. I haven't seen the latest ones, but like
Mhm.
it's a great series. They're all really good, really funny at times. Don't super take themselves seriously, but when they do, it's fucking cool, man. Really great action movies. You know. Yeah, 007 fucking rules. Can't wait. That was my game of the show. Next up, we got Ghost of Yotei or Yotei.
Yotei.
There's a demonstration coming in July, which is nice because this was basically just like another teaser trailer.
Yeah, nothing to show really much.
Yeah.
Just a wolf.
Yeah, so am I to understand that this is going to be like a companion perhaps? That's cool.
Most likely, like your horse, how you get your horse in the first Ghost of Tsushima. Um, the only thing I want to say about Ghosts of Yotei is that dog better fucking die.
It better die.
It better die, because if I lose my horse in Ghost of Tsushima, I want to lose this dog in Ghost of Yotei. I need it dead.
You're evil, dude. You just want to cry or what?
Yes. When my horse died in Ghost of Tsushima, my ears teared up a bit.
I thought you were just
It was
being a
quite the tear.
psychopath.
No, it was quite the tear jerking scene. For
Oh
anybody
yeah.
that knows, they know.
Yeah, I guess spoiler alert.
I won't spoil anything.
Yeah, it was a cool tease, but it's still a tease. So
Actually, to go back to the spoiling thing, me telling you that the horse dies is a big spoiler.
cool. Do you want me
'Cause-
to take that out of the show when I chop it up?
No, no, it's
Okay.
fine. Fuck them. They've had plenty of time. They've had plenty of time to play Ghost of Tsushima. If you haven't played Ghost of Tsushima, it's on PlayStation and Steam. You have no excuse.
All right. We'll try not to spoil shit in the future though.
Yeah.
All
Well, no
right.
promises for me. I'm really bad at that.
Yeah, be careful, man. Because then
I
you
love
spoil
spoiling
something for
shit.
me, I'm gonna get fucking pissed off if it's the right game. It's like
I
you know
love
in Metal
spoiling
Gear
shit.
Solid 3 Delta, I'm gonna be like, you can't spoil that game for me, bro.
No,
You
I
can't.
can't spoil that shit for you.
I could probably quote that whole game from start to finish.
I believe it. I genuinely believe it. You probably have the original like script for the game.
I mean, I don't.
You
I
own it.
don't, and I can't.
It's
I can't.
laminated. It's laminated. You have it on the wall. Just a thick manuscript on the wall.
I've been found out. Signed by Kojima. All right.
Himself.
let's move on to the. I think this was the last show or the last one of the show. Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls.
Hi, sayonara.
Shit looks fucking dope, man. Not gonna lie.
Yes, sir. Marvel versus Capcom, but not Capcom.
Marvel versus Marvel.
4v4.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. It looked really chaotic on screen at
It's
times, which is really cool.
it's never been done before,
Slaps
at
Neo.
least to my knowledge. To my knowledge, it's never been done before. Because I guess people say it would just be too crazy and chaotic having four characters on the screen. Um, this one I'm looking forward to actually a lot because it's got the stamp of approval of Arc System Works, and if you know anything about Arc System Works, you know they make a great goddamn product. So this one's guaranteed to do well first day it sells.
Oh yeah, dude, totally. The one thing that really stood out the most to me was the character designs. I love the character designs. They look awesome.
Yeah, they're really cool. I love Miss Marvel's design. I love Storm, Doctor Doom, bro. Fucking what's his face? Star Lord? Sayonara,
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah, dude. Uh
Something
the
like that.
the one thing that stood out to me cuz I know the whole dialogue was in Japanese or something. I wasn't understanding a word they said, but then all of a sudden I hear Spidey sense.
It's, yes, the only
I,
English thing that
it,
sentence.
I fucking love that. That made me laugh
Yeah,
my ass off.
I can't wait to play that. That's probably a day one for me. Ghost of Yotei also. I forgot to mention that. But whatever. We got since that one's got no release date, fuck them.
Yeah, they can fuck off till further notice.
Yeah, Marvel Token Fighting Souls releases in 2026.
Very cool, man. Well, that's the end of the showcase. So if you look back on your notes, take a second. What was your game of the show?
iGame, the thing that stole everything. Ooh. uh, Final Fantasy Tactics, most likely.
That's your game of the show? Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, I fucking love Final
Tactics.
Fantasy Tactics. Pragmata and Romeo is a Dead Man is also probably two of my top two. I think that I'm looking forward to those the most.
Right on.
Yes, sir.
All right. Any signing off glitch out comments that you want to make before we glitch the fuck
Wait,
out of here?
what about you? What about your top games? Well, I mean, I already know Metal Gear Solid 3 Delta Snake Eater, but is there anything that you have below that? No,
I
don't
mean,
say 007 First Light.
no, yeah. First light is my game of the show. That's the number
Oh,
one holy shit game that I saw there. That one
all
stole the
right.
show for me. Um,
What about number three? Because I already know your
uh,
top two.
no, Metal Gear Solid Delta. That's on its own list, so I'm not gonna count
Oh
that
yeah?
one. Yeah, I'm not gonna count that.
What?
Yeah.
That's bullshit. His
So
bullshit. This bullshit's fucking bullshit. It was on the state of play. It has to be on your list.
no, it's on its own list. So 007 First Light, game of the show. That's my most anticipated from everything that I saw here outside of Metal Gear Solid, obviously, and then
Hmm.
Bloodstained Scarlet Engagement. Those two
Yeah, that one.
are day one must haves. I don't give a fuck what I
Yeah,
got to do. So
absolutely.
yeah, dude. So that's our show, folks. Thanks for joining us here with Disguster and our mandatory crunch episode. Look forward to the Xbox showcase crunch episode we're gonna do here in a little while. Till then, thanks for joining us, and
Thanks for being here. If you guys have any feedback for us, let us know. Please put it in the comments. Anything you'd like to see, anything you'd like for us to talk about, please let us know.
yeah, and also like, what was your game of the show? And
Absolutely.
maybe one that I've shat on pretty hard that you're just like you got something to say about it.
Fuck you, Tony. No, I
Yeah,
disagree.
yeah, Digimon Storytime Stranger is the best fucking show, the best one of the show. Kiss my ass.
Dude, you're gonna get doxxed.
Maybe. I hope
You're gonna
not.
get doxxed. They're gonna find out your credit card information.
Swap me or whatever. Jesus
But
Christ.
yes, give us your top games for the state of play.
Yeah, want to hear it, man. All right, we'll see you in the comments. Take care, folks. Stay glitching,
Signing
stay
out.
gaming.
Yes, sir.